Greetings guys, a warm welcome to you all. Hey, this is a You Choose 1, 2, 3 reading for those of you who have tuned in and feel in the mood to just connect with the celestial energies and tap into solutions, I guess, to help solve anything that is on your mind right now. So this is a reading in between the next upload of monthly readings for November. Sit back and decide what you would like to choose as in terms of numbers, whether it will be number 1, 2 or 3. In front of you there you can see 3 decks of cards, which are the main 3 that we will be using, and then there's a 4th deck over here. Now they're not necessarily going to be in the order you see them. Go intuitively and connect with yourself as to which number you are interested in at this point in time, 1, 2 or 3. I know a lot of you end up picking all 3 or more than 1, and that's also fine. Just go with your gut feeling. Then I will place below the video the position for each number so that you can go directly to your chosen number if that's how you'd like to proceed. So with no further ado, I will start the reading, and of course I will start at number 1 using this particular deck here. So this is the deck we are using for the people who have chosen number 1 as their option. So what is in store for the number 1 people? What would we like to tell them or inform them at this point in time? Or I suppose more importantly, what are you actually looking at? Love is in the air. Relationships may be on your mind. With the Lovers card turning up, this is a time where Venus is quite active. We're still noticing many planetary changes going on, a lot of activity that in the celestial realm that is creating changes or variances in how we feel or how we react or who we're acting with. So the Lovers card is a major arcana, and for that to turn up, it could indicate that emotions are high on our mind, as well as feelings or relationships as well. The Lovers card can represent your close, intimate relationship, or for those of you who aren't in a close, intimate relationship, desiring one or thinking about it or searching for it. The Lovers also represents trust and harmony, a closeness that is intimate, also a closeness that is full of support, harmony, trust, love, faith, positivity, high vibrational energy. So there's a possibility that these may be involved on your mind or in your daily energy field right now. The Lovers card can also often represent choice in life, possibly choice of deciding to go with a partnership or to uplift a new relationship, or choices around what is happening with your current relationship. So sometimes the Lovers card can represent 3 people, as in you might already be involved with someone but you're attracted to a third party, or other times you might be involved with someone who is part of another relationship, meaning you are part of the third party. And sometimes this means going within to face our own personal challenges and think about where we are holding the relationship or the position of this relationship in our life. It can also be referencing possible employment opportunities or partnership opportunities within businesses, and this can be new businesses starting out or new business opportunities as well. Now the Lovers card can also represent the entrance, if you like, or the coming into your life of a new pet one way or another, and a pet that might be soul bound with you. We think we're finding more and more that pets play a very big role in a lot of people's lives, and there's a very deep bond or connection with many people and their pets. So this is another area or aspect that could be being affected or awoken at the stage when the Lovers card comes out. Let's look a little bit deeper and see what else is coming through with this message of the Lovers card for you guys that have chosen number 1. Think also the colour of the border on this card. This is the purpley mauve colour, which represents the third eye. So it's also talking to you about using intuition around your choices, thoughts or feelings or interactions with this Lovers card energy. So if there's something that's talking to you at the intuitive level or a gut feeling instinct about a relationship that has the Lovers bond, then you need to dig a little bit deeper and listen to what your intuition is telling you. This could be associated with someone who is like a King of Wands. So this is a fire sign person, and again we're in the third eye energy. So very much the purple energy or the mauve energy, the amethyst. So this is also about inciting peace and calm. So radiating those type of energies could be beneficial for some sort of initiation or healing within this relationship. Now the King of Wands, it could be for some of you this fire sign person, and it may be an older person, and it may even be an older man who could potentially be this new lover or your current intimate relationship person that you are contemplating things with. Let's dig a little bit deeper and see what else is coming out for this cycle of cards. So we now have the Chariot. Now the Chariot is about strength, it's about movement. It's also sitting in the solar plexus chakra area of the body, which is our creative zone. That area incites the orangey type colors like this stone here. Remember too, if I'm picking out crystals to use in the reading, if you have any of these crystals or these colored crystals, they may be beneficial to apply to any situation that you are contemplating. Now the Chariot can be resonant of movement in terms of physical movement. This can sometimes mean literally shifting house, moving to another area, moving via car. So traveling to see this King of Wands or this love relationship or this potential business partnership. The Chariot talks to us too about great resolve or great inner strength and the ability to understand a cyclical pathway or becoming aware of our balance that comes when we feel some sort of harmony or some flowing movement of flow throughout a situation. It's definitely about grabbing onto your strength and movement capacity, whether this be moving into this relationship, like it could be a new relationship, and this person, this fire sign person or possibly fire rising sign person is inciting this movement. This is a time to stand really strong and take some sort of direction, because the Chariot is about movement, and moving forward usually is its dictatorial energy that comes with it. So the card is almost immersing you into some sort of energy and coercing you to take steps, to take action, to find a creative resource if you require it in this guise of orange creative energy through the soul, through the sacral chakra, and to really empower yourself. It's not the time to let loose of your grip, because if you do that you could lose control. It's a time to visualize success with the results of your dreams or manifestations, whether this be a love relationship or a business relationship, whether it be healing a current relationship or uplifting a new one, it's time to visualize the success around this and put this into action. When you do that, your ability to meet other life challenges as well will be significantly increased, because this Chariot card is a card of great inner strength. It's like a triumph. It says that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs, and that know that you have this innate celestial ability to tap into your inner power and find answers and resources. So for the choice of number 1, those are 3 really powerful cards that have come to you. I love the color palette. It's very oppositional in essence, and yet at the same time that opposition sparks up some form of energetic movement, of some clashing of the energy that creates a momentum of fire and passion. I think that's probably enough to ponder on if we are, there is a lot of deep thought going on in this choice that you've made, because of the fact that there are these 2 major arcanas, and then there's a person involved in here as well with the King of Wands. The other thing too that the King of Wands can be considering or can be involved in very much is career opportunities or options, and the Chariot can sometimes be tied into career as well. So some of you, this will be more about an intimate or a partnership, as in terms of romance or love. But for others of you, there's a degree of partnership in terms of the proposition of a business opportunity, forming some cohesive business with partnerships, being involved in a business partnership one way or another. This is also a very creative energy, so firing up and sparking some form of creativity seems to be valid at this point in time, and would seem to be a good opportunity for you guys. So even if we stuck those 3 crystals together, you can see what I mean about the colors are poles apart, they're opposites, but they seem to create an energetic combustion. So I think for some of you there is combustible opportunity at the moment, and it's positive. All of those cards bode very positively for this. Is it a situation that's on your mind, or is it a choice that's on your mind? One way or another, I think you have to create movement. You have to take something further. You have to be the driver of the Chariot. You have to create this momentum, this movement, this energy through some sort of creative passion or desire. And so two potentially separate directions that this is heading in, as I say, either career or very personal with the Lovers card. So choice for you guys is on the cards. We could finish with one of these cards, which are yoga cards. Now, yoga is a wonderful way of connecting with the energetic vibrations of the universe. It allows us to extend our physical body into a higher realm when we uplift the flow and grace of yoga. But whatever card comes out, if it's we'll just have to wait and see which one it is. But if it's a difficult one, remember, don't try any difficult yoga moves before you have done some stretching exercises first. So this is a yoga card to finish off for choice number 1, which would be most suitable to help support their quest of movement in relation to these cards and choices that they have here. If you aren't interested in doing the yoga movement, that's fine. Then the reading has essentially finished for you guys for number 1. If you would like to stay on and see what yoga card you get, then stay with me and we'll see what gets delivered for you guys. This one, which looks like a nice stretch, to be honest. This is called the breath of fire with raised thumbs. I am recharged and ready to face the day. The benefits are it purifies and aerates the entire system, it recharges and warms the body, it increases the flow of oxygen, it improves concentration and defines a sense of personal boundaries. You can probably pause the video at some point and just read the instructions, but I'll read them out quickly for you. It says to sit comfortably, raise both arms up in a V position, palms facing forward, fingers curl and the thumbs point in. Inhale and exhale completely. When all the air is exhaled, pull in your abdomen by snapping the abdominal muscle. This causes a short, forceful expulsion of air which emphasizes on the exhalation, not the inhalation. Repeat with a steady, quick series of exhalations. Start with 20 consecutive breaths, increase to 3 sets of 20. Lower your arms and breathe normally between sets. I am recharged and ready to face the day. And interestingly enough, with the emphasis on through the abdomen, which is where the sacral chakra is, which is where the Chariot card is also focusing, and she holds her hands across her abdomen. This might be very powerful for some of you to increase some form of energy release through there, or to increase creativity. And this could be quite useful for those of you who were potentially thinking about this in terms of career or business propositions. It may also be very useful for those of you who have a block in the sacral chakra area, which is also a block in our intimate personal zone of the body, because that's where the female sex organs are held. So there you are, that's your yoga pose to finish off that reading, and that is the image of the yoga pose, the breath of fire with raised thumbs. So thank you guys, number 1. For those of you who are choosing number 2, we are going to be using this deck here. Now this deck is called the Crystal Mandala Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. Now if you've chosen number 2, these are intense and these are very deep cards. So I'm hoping that not too many jump out with the shuffling process, but we will just wait and see what happens. So for anyone who has tuned into the video and has chosen number 2, what has the universe collectively got to tell them? What is it that will enhance them at this point in time, or will benefit them by hearing the message? This is for choice number 2. What have we got coming our way? Number 2. The Ascended Master Almoira and the Blue Star Sapphire, Higher Will, and the Crystal Masters Suite 333. So this is a mandala in the background that has been crafted from the crystal energy itself. So this is Ascended Master Almoira and Blue Star Sapphire, and it's called Higher Will. Now I am going to have to read to you from the book, so the messages will be specific. It's also card number 20, so the number 2 could be, oh wow, this is choice number 2, and of course the card is a number 2 as well. So 2 2s and of course the 333. Let us see what the messages are here for you. We bring you the blessing of higher will. There is a great plan of divine love unfolding throughout the universe, and the fulfillment of your divine destiny is included. Sometimes it may seem hard to trust in higher will, yet if you do, it can bring a feeling of great relief that you don't have to have all the answers or be in control for everything to still work out beautifully in your world. Surrender empowers you to get on with life and trust that all is happening exactly as it should, according to a greater intelligence and love. Sometimes, however, the mind wants to control the higher plan. It wants to decide when something should happen, and how, and with whom, and in what way. It might convince itself that this personal opinion is actually the higher plan itself, and then feel betrayed, frightened, or confused when things don't go according to plan. The mind can be a great ally on the spiritual path, but it needs to be given reassurance and regular compassionate reminders that although it is powerful, it is not privy to the workings of the entire universe. Nor does it need to be for you to be happy, free, and manifesting your divine destiny. This oracle comes to you now because the mysterious workings of higher will are at work in your life, and you will find peace and even awe as you relax your mind and choose to trust now. The divine is creative genius at play. It understands how to ensure all organisms evolve, where not even the tiniest or apparently most insignificant creature is forgotten, so that all needs are met at the perfect time and in the perfect way. You are very much part of that. Every wish, dream, desire, yearning and vision you have is very much part of that loving, creative plan. It is not possible for the human mind to grasp the workings of the divine mind in its microscopic attention to detail and macrocosmic vastness. It is possible, though, for the human mind to understand that the divine mind knows what it's doing, and that what it is doing is unconditionally loving for all of creation, including you. In your life at present, higher will is at work. Of course, it is always in operation, but there are times when that may seem hard to believe. You may know intellectually that the universe loves you and is helping you always, whilst emotionally you may feel insecure, uncertain or challenged by what is happening in your life and wish it was other than it is. What is causing uncertainty in you will change in time. As you grow through it, you will naturally access increased understanding, acceptance, and even joyful appreciation of how incredibly creative and intelligent life is, and how amazing your spiritual journey is too. Higher will does not wish for you to suffer. It wishes for you to grow and remember who you truly are. Sometimes that growth brings suffering, for it can be difficult for the mind to let go of ideas and expectations and learn to believe that what is always a gift, even if we can't see it at times. Sometimes higher will shall ask that you cultivate patience. There is no point to rush ahead on your path ready to speak, shine, share and teach when those you are destined to assist are not yet ready for your help. Your voice would simply be lost in their darkness. There is no love in that for anyone involved. Patience for a time will allow for the love that can grow to be given a chance to do so in the best conditions for that to happen. You are allowed to not enjoy the moment you are in. If you are feeling any anxiety, doubt, impatience or uncertainty, guilt, shame or anger, or even excitement and joy at a plan that is coming together or something that is not going the way you wish, this oracle still brings you a reassuring message. You can do everything you can and then let go again and again. Trust that higher will is working for your best interests and will help you manifest your most soul-satisfying success at the perfect time in the perfect way. So for many of you, this is just a card to perhaps point out the need for perseverance and patience and understanding if something isn't going your way at this point in time. If there is something you have been waiting upon, if there is something you are pushing through for, if there are plans you are trying to get undertaken, if there are people you are trying to have understand a certain process or thought or direction you are wanting to head in, just give it over to higher will and understand that everything will come through when it is meant to. So I think the background of a lot of the message of this is patience. It's also a very blue card, so there's a degree of the throat chakra, of speaking your truth, of balancing that area of your life, of knowing how to speak and also knowing how to listen, because that's also incorporated in the throat chakra energy. You can utilize this card and Master Almoira, as well as blue star sapphire crystals. I don't happen to have any, so I can't put that forward in the reading. But know that the energy of this card is very powerful. And just by looking at it and focusing on it and feeling the vibrational force of the energy from the card, this will help to bring about a form of processing so that your higher will is activated and that you begin to understand the process behind the situation, whether it is patience and persevering and waiting, or whether it is seeing your project come into vision and manifestation. So here's a healing process that you can utilize with the card. To integrate this guidance, you may like to say this invocation. I call upon the crystal angel of blue star sapphire and ascended master Almoira, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of higher will. May I know the joy of unconditional trust in higher will, the powerful all-knowing love the universe has for me, and the benevolent assistance life is always providing me, so I can grow into the fulfillment of my divinity. May all beings know the loving grace of higher will and choose the peace that comes with surrender and trust. And that is an invocation that you can use to apply to any situation that is surrounding you that requires your higher will. Thinking of the throat chakra, blue energies, speaking and listening as well. And that in turn is the message for choice number 2. If you happen to have chosen number 3, we will be using this deck and maybe finishing off with one of the yoga cards as well. This deck is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. This selection of cards that come are for the people who have tuned into this video and have selected number 3. What is the message for them and how can they utilize it to help work through a situation or gain clarity? This is for choice number 3. Choice number 3. What are the messages for them for this reading? What will it benefit the choosers of number 3 to know and understand and have insight into? Choice number 3. Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. And wolf spirit. So you have 59 and 67. So 59 adds up to 14 and 4 and 1 adds up to 5. And 67 adds up to 13, and 13 adds up to 4, so 4 and 5. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom and open to infinite possibility. The diagrams on these cards are particularly mesmerizing and really quite powerful, especially with the use of colour that encompass the overall depth and breadth of the card. And if you look closely, there's mandalas in the background of them as well, so they really are very powerful cards. Now the wolf is long known as a animal spirit guide and a very powerful one, especially in areas such as America and up in Canada, where the wolf runs freely and is revered and is a special herd animal. So turn knowledge into wisdom. Some of you may have a spirit animal that is a wolf, and the wolf of your spirit may be aligning with you right now and asking you to listen at a higher level. And others of you may be awakening to new spirit animals or spirit guides, and the wolf energy might be one of these. So the message of the wolf leads you into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all you have learned and all you are learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it into all of your body, mind and spirits? Whatever lessons you have learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. This is the time to tap into your unique wholeness, to understand all of that you have learned on your path and integrate it into the one, including your dreams, your higher self, your spiritual awareness, your physical life journey. Turn all of this into knowledge and wisdom and all of the experience into magic. You are the one you have been waiting for, and when you connectively collaborate all of yourself into the one, your knowledge will be great wisdom that guides you on your path, your questioning path of where am I going? Who am I? What do I do in life? Why am I here? Wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are in alignment with your destiny. And that means that something in your destiny is about to take an opening or a turn or a change. And it needs you to be fully present and aware for this to happen. Now, if we integrate it with starfish spirit, which says open to infinite possibility, which is suggesting again that there is something coming and there is a change beckoning. whether it be through the whisper of the trees or the waves in the sea. You are on the cusp of a destiny change. But it's going to take all of you to be, I guess, strong enough, aware enough, integrated enough, listening, and ready to pursue a path forward, and probably a new path forward in a new direction in some area or perspective of your life. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out toward the horizon, do you open up to infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone, to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith, for miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that Starfish Spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. And I do feel that these two tie in very powerfully together in a positive perspective. So if you are going through something negative or worrying, or if you are in a period of grief or loss or inability to feel creative, or as if something has been shut down or locked out, you are being asked to turn your knowledge into the full power of your global wisdom, your entire celestial wisdom, to allow yourself to open to infinite possibility. These are two beautiful messages that have come to you. There is no doubt that this particular offering, the number 3 reading of all of the 3, although number 1 was also quite magical and beautiful, this one seems more far-reaching, more looking into the future at a greater intensity of power and passion. You need to look into these and feel the energy yourself and uplift it and integrate the messages. Be connected. Be ready. To finish that off, because it is so amazing, let's just see if you have a yoga card as a final message for you to integrate that beautiful harmony and exquisite divine message. This is for number 3. What would benefit them in terms of the physical body to help encompass and harness this message that they have been delivered? Connecting breath meditation. Sit comfortably with your back erect or lie down. It's either of those, isn't it? In the corpse pose. Exhale through your mouth, inhale through your mouth. Exhale through your nose, inhale through your nose. Repeat this pattern while adding the element of counting. Inhale for 7, hold for 1. Exhale for 7, hold for 1. As you breathe, imagine you are creating a clear, broad pathway between the head and the body, promoting the union of body and mind, the essence of yoga. Continue for 2 to 3 minutes. Focus on the following thought. My mind and body are one. Benefits. In addition to other benefits of meditation, it quiets the nervous system, increases concentration, and focuses the mind. Connecting breath meditation. And the breathing brings us and connects our mind, body, soul to turning your knowledge into wisdom and connecting with it and opening your whole self to infinite possibility. Oh, wow. Oh, how amazing. And that is the corpse position. Wow, you guys, this number 3, I knew when it was just very deep and intense and magical. And then of all the cards, you get these two come out together like that. It's the same. So we've already done the connecting breath meditation instructions over here. So this is basically the same. Lie flat on your back, legs a foot apart. The small of the back is not flat on the floor. Place a rolled blanket under your knees. Arms are by your sides, palms up. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, relax. Continue for 1 to 2 minutes. My body is rested. My mind is calm. My heart is at peace. My spirit soars. And you had the spirit cards. Benefits. Provides complete relaxation, rejuvenates the body, slows respiration and heart rate. And that's one powerful way to finish your choice of number 3. So yeah, please utilize these energies, the spirit guides, the yoga energy, the messages that came through, focus on them and enjoy this portal of directional change, of connection to yourself, of opening to infinite possibility. Much love. Namaste.